there, it's so good to see you. Today we're going to make savoury bread cases. This is part of a series of cooking things that we're going to do so you can prepare for a Christmas party. So we're going to cook them in a little patty cake tin. Now this is the one that's round as opposed to the ones with the square bottoms that you can use for a muffins. And it just makes a nice little shallow bread case. To start with, we're going to need slices of bread, and I'm going to use 12 to fill up the 12 on the tray there. First of all, we need to use the spray oil just to spray these tins. Now this tin has already got supposedly non-stick on it, but I always like to add the spray just to make sure. Then on our bread, here we have the bread, and we're going to cut them into circles using the scone cutter. So just push that down, you can see a circle, and then we just pop it onto the tray and push it in. Easy as long as it doesn't come up again. And push them in like that.
I don't think you're being mean enough to the bread.
Do you think I need to be meaner?
Yeah, I think you need to squish its will to live.
Squish its will to live. What if I did this first?
Oh, well then.
Oh look, that works better. See, you'll be able to cut all that out now, won't you?
No, I won't.
Rosie suggested we squish its will to live, and I think we have satisfactorily done that. Come on, sit yourself down in there. What am I going to do with these? They're going to go in the compost. If I had chooks, they'd go to the chooks. So here we're going to put them into the trays, just squash them into each of the little tart spots, tartlet spots. What do you call them? Holes. They'll do.
Wells?
Wells?
Dimples? I do like dimples.
Dimples. Okay, we're going to put in the dimples. Now, some people like to do this having buttered both sides of the bread. I've chosen to use the spray because it's a lot less calories and a lot less fat consumption there, and I think most of us can do with eating less fat. Particularly at Christmas time, there's always plenty of extra calories to eat then, isn't there? Okay, now that we've got them all there, we're going to just pop them into the oven until they go nice and brown and toast, and the recipe says for 20 to 25 minutes in a 180-degree oven.
We do believe there's some stuff in there.
Make sure the oven is empty. Right, here we go. We'll put them in the oven this time.
Ooh,
20 to 25 minutes, that will be at about just after 2:45. That'll be ready to come out. Thank you.
Now we are back.
Now we're going to make some filling to put in each of those, and today we've just got a simple corn filling to put in. Now there's all sorts of interesting things you can put in, and I'll show you some extra options later. But today we're going to have some corn kernels, some cream corn, an onion, and some chicken flavoured stock powder. And that's what we're going to use. So first of all, we'll chop up the onion.
And be careful with your fingers.
Okay. I like to chop into small bits. This is a habit I got into when my children were very tiny, because if I chopped up onion in larger bits, they would pick it all out. And I used to pretend I could hide the onion by chopping it into very small bits like this and putting it in the sinks. Did it work?
No. We just try harder to pick it out. You just made life very difficult for us.
If you haven't worked out, that's my daughter behind the camera there. So chop up the onion nice and fine in whatever method you like to. I know that Huey and the other chefs do it fancy like. And we're just going to, and again I've used the spray oil. I'm just going to saute them lightly, slightly fry them on the stove in a small pan.
Also being careful not to burn yourself.
So we'll just let that sit there until it cooks, won't we? How do you know when onions cook, love?
It's browner.
Brown, yeah. Probably at this stage we don't need it to go brown, we just want it to go transparent, not so white. So we're really just softening the onion.
But if it's me, I really hate onion, and the rawer it is, the more I hate it. So I know it's cooked when it goes from brown to a little bit black.
Ah, you like well cooked. Well, that'll put some colour in the, won't it?
That's how I prefer my onions, but you know. Also, I have to buy frozen onions pre-chopped because I can't chop it. I cry too much.
I didn't cry at all when I chopped that. They were lovely fresh spring onions, those. They were quite white.
Do you reckon the garden?
No, we got them from the food hut. Can you see in there? It's starting to become a little bit translucent, slightly see-through, little bits of brown in there. There we are, that's the onion, just lightly browned. I'm going to put the hot pot on the wooden there. First of all, we've got here corn kernels. I'm going to drain them first because you know the corn kernel comes in this lovely juice.
That went in the recycling, didn't it, Mum?
They went into the bin that, yes, should go to the recycling. And I'm only going to use half of this because the recipe has the whole tin for making 24. We're making 12 today. There's the cream corn. That. And the chicken stock. And we'll put in a half a teaspoon. That's easy, isn't it? Just mix that all together and we'll just take it back over to cook for a little while again. We'll let that cook for about 3 minutes, the recipe says, just to soften and mix together. Okay, you're wanting to make some nice, quick and easy savoury cases for a party? Something like this Lego spaghetti sauce would be great to add in there as well. Just open this up and put a teaspoon of the spaghetti sauce. Now, of course, I would prefer that you cooked up your own spaghetti sauce, and some mince and some onion and some tomato would be lovely there. But that makes it nice and easy. Fish. It's dolphin safe tuna. And you can just put a little bit of fish in there with a little bit of cheese on top of it if you wanted to. Okay, it looks like our bread cases are nice and brown. Toasted. And there they are. And we're all ready with that now. This is our cooked up corn, and we just put a spoonful into each one. And of course, we've got Justin hanging around at the back here. I think we might get him to do a taste test for us, shall we? This certainly is a very simple little savoury bread case to make up. It doesn't take that long, as you can see, and you can serve it up at a party or at a barbecue, or as a nibble to start. Now, just to make it look nice, I've just got some parsley from our garden. We'll just chop it up. Now, I know they do it beautifully in Master Chef and all of that. And some of us just go a bit like that. I think we can just put a bit on the top of each. Bit of colour, bit of vitamin C in parsley, very good for you, parsley. Great to eat straight from the garden, it freshens your breath. Very high in vitamin C and lots of antioxidants, as good all dark green leafy vegetables and herbs I have. There we are, all we need to do now is get it ready to serve. You know how they call it plating? I don't use that term.
Up.
We just serve. I've just got a nice white plate here. That one doesn't like to stay there, does it? And there we go. 9 nice little savoury bread cases for your party. This is Justin. Let's see if he'll actually be nice when he takes a bite.
Okay. What are they?
Corn, the savoury bread cases with corn filling.
All right, give us a shot.
Grateful.
Told you it was hot.
It's not bad.
That's as good as you'll get out of him.
It was a lot.